Been watching England very closely over the last month or so, and I think their fans, their supporters have every reason to be disappointed. I read an article by Michael Atherton where he said that over the last couple of years or so, the focus has moved back to Test match cricket. And while I can understand that the two personalities involved there are very strong, it needn't be so because you look around the leagues everywhere and there are so many excellent England players playing around there. I believe the upcoming young England player, catalyzed to some extent by the 100, is going to be predominantly a white ball player. And so England should be able to tap into that to produce a team that should be the envy of everyone. It isn't happening. So let's look at why that could be the case and let's see if they can be contenders at the Champions Trophy. I can see what England are trying to do over the few matches that I saw here in India, which is to go back to the Owen Morgan template, which was, I don't care how many you score, I'm going to chase them down anyway. Ben Stokes does that in Test match cricket too. And one of the reasons Owen Morgan's team was able to do that was Jason Roy and Alex Hales first in great form, then Johnny Bairstow. Roy and Bairstow were a fantastic combination, then Root and Butler, and then a whole series of aggressive stroke players, and they were able to do that. I see no reason why this England team cannot be that, because if you look at their strengths, look at the openers, Salt and Duckett, excellent, as good as any. The only complaint that you could have, and it's a very valid complaint, is look what the opposition did in this series. The one occasion Rohit Sharma gets in, he goes and gets a big score. Shubman Gill gets in, he goes and gets two big scores. Your openers need to go and deliver a big score that makes it easier for their best player, Joe Root, to come in after that. And I don't think Joe Root needs to be a 50 or 35 balls kind of player. If you're targeting 340, there's one Dal Chawal player in that side, and Joe Root is perfectly capable, the Williamson kind of role. Give me 100 in 110 balls. That's good enough. Because if Root's giving you 100 and 110 balls, everybody around him is now liberated to be able to play a certain way. I also believe the top four batter should bat in the top four. And who's the other batter who qualifies for that? It's one of England's best ever white ball players in Jos Buttler. I think sometimes that you look at lesser players who are only capable of playing in one place, and so you move your better players down to accommodate the others. And I fear that is what England might be doing here. We saw that with Banton batting at 3, Root at 4, and then suddenly Butler comes down at 6 because Brooks got to bat at 5. No! Butler is your number one player, so I'd love to see Butler bat at 4, set up the game from there. These four batsmen set up the game, and then your Brook and Livingston and all the others are free to go big and play the 50 or 30 balls, 35 balls kind of innings. But this approach requires England to have a bona fide batter at number 7. That's what they're trying to do with Banton. But if Banton can't bat at number 7, then they've got to find somebody else to bat at 7. What this strategy also does is it ensures they're always a bowler short if there is a pure batter batting at 7. So you need that player at 7 who can go big and give you a few overs. They tried that with Jamie Overton, and I think he fell short at this level in the 50-over game. There's one name that stands out for me. I don't know what the issue with Sam Curran is. I don't know if the issue is work ethic driven, if the issue is personality based, if there's something about Curran that doesn't sit well with this side. I don't know. I'm talking from the outside. It's very easy to talk from the outside. But Curran at 7, capable of playing a flyer, capable of taking pace off, which is something England struggled with, giving you 5, 6, 7 overs, on a good day 8 overs as well, then suddenly the balance works out right. Because the other big strength that England has is 30 high-quality overs from Archer, Wood and Rashid. It's the other 20 that's creating a problem, whether it's Cars or Atkinson. They're not quite experienced enough at this stage. And then if you expect Root and Livingston to routinely give you 10 overs every day, then I think you're struggling. So I think England need to look at that balance. But even with what they have, if they can get that number 8 bowler, whether, as I said, it's Atkinson or Cars, to come in and deliver, then England are looking good. Because if they bat to their potential, then this England side is looking perfectly capable of troubling everybody. Will they make the semi-final? If they bat like this, if they play like this, I'm not as entirely convinced. But the one thing going for England is that the tracks in Lahore, Karachi, Rawalpindi, based on what we've seen recently, based on what we've seen in the Tri-Series, are going to be big 330, 340 kind of tracks. And so if they can get the starts, I think England are better suited to play the 330, 340 game. Also, I think England would play better against South Africa and Australia than they did against India's spin approach. So, as of now, not sure if England can make it, but if the batting starts to deliver and puts runs on the board, then anything can happen.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.